Good morning, everybody. It's welcome relief to be back at the park after many months. You're probably thinking I wasn't going to be around anymore, but my brother here, Flash, has kindly come to do a small documentary series. This is the first one today, and it's all about the court case that was started because of something that happened at this particular park, Speaker's Corner, on the 5th of November 2023. Now, what happened was that I had my things like this, and suddenly this Muslim guy was deliberately doing this on my table, you know, trying to damage it. So I said to him, please don't do that. It's a very fragile table, you know. It's only designed for displaying Bibles and gospel tracts, different languages. And obviously he was very upset just for telling him not to do that. So anyway, he left, and then 5 minutes later, he comes back again and does the same thing, you know. Now I'm thinking, there's something wrong with this gentleman. So I said to him, please, more, my tone went up. I said, don't do that. That's not nice. I've already told you once, and you went away, now you come back again, and you're repeating the same nonsense. So he got uppity, and all of a sudden, as I'm talking to him, he hits me in my face right here, right? So, and then he starts swearing, F the Jewish people, blah, blah, blah. All because he saw this in front of him, which I'm wearing right now, just to show you, the same hat. And so he goes away, but then the police arrested him, charged him with assault, and also racially aggravated language, blah, blah, blah. Actually, I'll read it out I'll just read what the courts told me. It says, case against Mohammed Ahmed Al-Wali. They give a unique reference number. I'm not going to repeat that. It says, notice to attend City of London Magistrates Court on the 3rd of April, at 1 Queen Victoria Street, City of London, all right, which is opposite Bank Station. Bank Station is amazing. It's right next door to the courts. And it says, I'm writing to confirm that you're required to attend court to give your evidence. At the hearing on the 16th of December 2024, a year ago, right, at Westminster Magistrates Court, Mr. Mohammed Awali pleaded not guilty to the following offenses, quote, racially, religiously aggravated common assault and beating. The defendant is on unconditional bail, which means that they have not been kept in custody, in other words, jail, and are not subject to any restrictions or conditions. A trial has been arranged to take place at the City of London Magistrates Court at 2 o'clock on the 3rd of April 2025. And quote, so that's the official knowledge I got from the judiciary system in Great Britain. So I said, great, at last this gentleman assaulted me, he's going to court, he's going to have to answer to the judge or judges what he has done, right? So as you can hear, as I said, they actually said it's assault. And also because he was hitting me on my forehead, he banged, assaulted. And therefore, what triggered him off? Probably just because I'm wearing a Jewish hat, right? So that's why they call racially aggravated. Now, in the courtroom, I had to wait a long time, to supposed to start at 2 o'clock. He started about 2:30. So I was wondering, because I was the only guy in the witness room. There should have been 2 or 3 other witnesses, but they never turned up because they were sick. So anyway, the Lord is with me like Daniel in the lion's den, and I thought, okay, let's just wait and see what the Lord is going to do. People have been praying about this because it's all about freedom of speech and not to be hit violently by anyone, for example, Speaker's Corner, where we are right now, or anywhere else in Britain for that matter. It's wrong. You're supposed to object by giving evidence about what you believe in and not because you're hitting somebody with your fists. Okay, we Christians have never hit anybody, assaulted them at all. As far as I know, in Speaker's Corner, not even once. So why is that all the time it's the Muslims who tend to be violent at Speaker's Corner? So in my case, this gentleman probably thought that I was going to get away with it. So I turned up on 2nd of April, I gave my evidence, right? And you can actually see the defendant in the other room because there's a glass ceiling. And he's probably thinking, uh-oh, the guy's here, I'm done for. So the lawyers presented the evidence against him, and they were under cross-examination. The chap's lawyers was trying to make me out as if I'm a troublemaker, that I come to Speaker's Corner to pick fights. I said, you can talk to anybody. I don't pick fights. Actually, there are people picking fights against me. I mean, there have been so many assaults against just not me, but other Christians in Speaker's Corner for decades. And the culprits are normally Muslims, because they don't like the fact that we talk about Jesus Christ, who's God in the flesh, coming to Israel. That's why I wear this hat, to remind people God came to Israel as a human being, and that through his death and resurrection we can have peace with God the Father through God the Son. As Jesus said, I am the way, the life, and the truth, and no one comes to the Father except through me. So I told the judges all this, and the rest, as they say, is history. After a while, they deliberated, they went out, and they came back with the verdict, guilty. And we're going, yippee! Now, the courtroom, half of it was packed full of Christian brothers and sisters from all over the country, because they had heard about why this was important to be there. So from the bottom of my heart, I really want to say thank you very much, guys, like John, who turned up, and Gabriel, and the other people. I forgot their names. You're not forgotten by God. You turned up, you gave support, and I greatly, greatly appreciate that, because it shows that when we're one, the world cannot defeat us, right? And by your love for one another, you demonstrate that you really know the Lord Jesus Christ, our King and our Savior. Guess what? That when we're leaving after the verdict had come in, oh, by the way, you want to know what the sentence was? This gentleman, Mr. What's his name again? Mr. Wali, was convicted, so as a criminal. So he's got a criminal record. But guess what his job is? He's a security guard. And everybody's thinking, you're a security guard and yet you go around trying to beat people? Is that how you talk to people with your fists? And he was actually telling us in court, this is how I do it. It was even more laughable, you know? So the judges were thinking, this guy is nuts, you know? So they gave him a criminal record, and in the next 12 months also, he's not allowed to cause an affray, attack anybody anywhere in the country of the United Kingdom. If he does that, he goes to jail immediately, okay? So he was also fined £567 towards the prosecution, our side, because we won the case. So he's got to fork up that, etc., etc. So the bottom line is, don't attack people just because you disagree with them. That's nonsense. And I personally will always take you to court if I can. When there's evidence, whether it's on camera, by eyewitnesses, the police, I would do that, because I'm tired of this. I've been preaching here for over 30, 40 years. And in all that time, this is the first case I've actually had to take somebody to court, you know, because enough is enough. Furthermore, this anti-Semitism rubbish that's been floating around in Britain for the last year and a half because of what's happening in Gaza is absolute garbage. It shouldn't be happening, because we live in a freedom-loving country where Jewish people, my friends who are Jewish, are welcome to participate in social, economic, business life in Great Britain. And many of them actually contribute a great deal of their time and effort to making Britain a wonderful country to live on. As I mentioned somewhere else, I think it was Sainsbury's was actually started by Jewish people. Today the Qataris actually own it because they think, oh, that's a good company. But Tesco still remains Jewish. So there you go. That's my little advert for wonderful companies. But there are many other Christian companies as well, because Boots the Chemist was started by a guy called Jesse Boots in Nottinghamshire for poor people who didn't have medicine, and yet it's one of the best companies in the world. Kentucky Fried Chicken, remember Ramadan, or Ramadan dinner as I call it? The Muslims are eating in Ramadan, breakfast and dinner, and many of them going to Kentucky Fried Chicken. KFC actually was started by a Christian called Colonel Saunders, United States of America, okay? So, in closing this particular thing, because we're going to do different videos, the point is, please don't bring your violent culture to Great Britain. We're sick and tired. Look at all the Muslim countries in the world, whether it's Bangladesh, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, Sudan. They're all violent cultures. You know, why? And yet these guys are coming to our country, right here, United States, Canada, Britain. Why do they want freedom? But when they come here, they smell, oh, it's wonderful, this place. They try to trash it. Is that how you say thank you? No, of course not. Britain has got its own problems. Everybody's aware of that. But we're accommodating. We are people that love people. So don't bring your violent stuff right here and your Sharia nonsense. We don't want it. From now on, we're going to prosecute you whenever we find that you're doing something naughty, and the police gather the evidence. So this is Dr. Banda. Thank you very much for you guys out there who have been supporting us for the last 2 years. Oh my goodness. It's taken 2 years to get this. Now you may be wondering, lastly, why is it taking 2 years? Well, I was told by the lawyers in court that there's a backlog of cases. And I said, okay. But you know what? We stuck it out. That's what counts. You have to stick it out to the end, no matter how hard it is. There's another case which is going to be coming soon as well, we hope, which is when somebody tried to burn me alive. Remember that incident? It was actually filmed by some people here, right here, Speaker's Corner as well. So that case is still going through the system. So some of you guys are confusing what we just went through this week with that particular burning incident, okay? The cases are quite different. Again, the lawyer on the defense side was trying to insinuate that, you deserve it. I said, nobody deserves to be attacked that way. That's nonsensical. And furthermore, Speaker's Corner has been around here for over 150 years because it's a place where people can talk about any controversial topic. So long as they don't swear at one another, just common decency should prevail. So as Christians, we're happy to be here on the Lord's Day, Sunday, and we just say thank you very much, guys. God bless you.